We've all seen people finding the end rings in single-player worlds. This made me think, shouldn't they exist on 2b2t? Now that we're on 1.21.4, I was certain they would, so I set off to find them. But I forgot the number one rule. 2b2t is weird, and things got interesting. Let me show you what happened. Here we are at one of 2b2t's many end portals. You can hear a wither in the background causing chaos. The plan is to use whatever highways there are and to get to 370k out, which is where the first ring void starts in a regular Minecraft world. I'm really not sure what will be there on 2b though, as the highway might have been generated before version 1.14, which is when the ring started, but hopefully if I fly away and generate some new chunks, they should theoretically appear. First things first though, we've actually got to get into the end. Now I haven't been there in over a year, and since then people have been camping end spawn to stop people getting in. So let's just jump in and hopefully this video can happen. Okay, here we go. Oh, it is completely open and there is no one here. Welcome to the 2b2t end dimension. So let's try and find the +Z highway and see how far we can take that. This is it. Let's just fly along it for a little while. You can see the bedrock floor down there. That is so crazy and so unique to 2b2t. Wow, look at it. So I think we can start using our elytra hacks, but before we do, I've turned on another hack called Enderman Look, and essentially it stops me from looking at Enderman and making them angry. So look, it looks like I'm looking at him, but if I go to F5, look at my head. It goes all the way down there. So that's going to be really useful as we travel. Okay, so time to start bouncing. We have got a long, long way to go. Oh, look, there are the phantoms. So now they only spawn in the end dimension on 2b, and they only attack you if you attack them first. Oh, it's turned into an ice highway. Should we make a boat? We're back in the end. I can't believe it. It's been so long. There we go. So throughout the video, keep an eye on the minimap in the top right-hand corner. Any chunks that are green are old chunks, so they were generated in 1.12 or before, so they will not have the end rings in them because those weren't generated until 1.14. What you're looking for is either clear chunks or purple chunks. Clear chunks are going to be 1.19 or over chunks that have been explored. Purple chunks are going to be brand new chunks, so there'll be 1.21.4 chunks. So these are the chunks that should theoretically have the end rings in them. Get out of my way, bro. Okay, the highway ends here. Back to elytra bouncing. Yeah, these are not quite as maintained as the nether highways. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking maybe we can AFK this. Absolutely not. 5k blocks down, another 365k to go. Oh my god. Okay, so I think we can use the boat again for a while. I want to save as much elytra durability as I can. The highway started to get way too patchy, so we're going to have to start bouncing again. Just going to get a stack of golden carrots out because gapples are a finite resource on 2b, right? I mean, you can't craft them anymore, and there's not been a dupe for so long, so I don't want to waste them. Time to go to some golden carrots, I think. 25k. We're making some progress. You know what? The boat's too long. I've got 3 shulkers of elytra. Let's get some out. We've got auto armor on. We've got to make some distance, otherwise I'm going to be here all day. Whoa. Okay, so we've made it to 50k and the highway just ends. Yeah, luckily I was awake for that one. So it looks like there was a little base here or something, but completely nuked now. Let's get straight back to it. We've got a long way still to go. Yeah, the highway, you've got to be very, very careful now. There's no side rails. Got to keep an eye on this. I cannot die. That would be too embarrassing to put into the video. So somehow I've come to this lower highway, but there seems to be the ice one up there. Let's go back up to that one. I think this is going to be the safer bet. We can use that one down there as our safety net, I suppose. Okay, nothing but void below us. This is scary. So the lower ice highway's back. I know it's a little bit more risky to be using this one, but it's also more interesting. We're a lot closer to what's around us. Okay, I was AFK there. That was almost very dangerous. So we've gone through an end city and it goes all the way down there. So this highway stops. So we're going to have to go back to the higher one. 70k, another 300 to go. Why have I decided to do this when we don't have any really fast travel hacks on 2b? Great idea, Rickson. Okay, so as you can see on the minimap, we are starting to see little pockets of new chunks, which are the purple chunks. And we're only 80k out, so this is good. Hopefully by the time we get all the way to 370k, we shouldn't have to fly too far from the highway to find some new chunks and see if the rings are there. Whoa, again, not concentrating. Just kind of go into a trance and I fell down a single hole. It is hard to keep concentrating. Yeah, someone has just taken holes out. That was really unlucky. I almost bounced all the way through that. We'll just risk it. We've got to keep concentrating. That's all we can do. Coming up to 100k. It's taken me about an hour to get here. Let's be on full alert. Not gonna lie, a little bit disappointed. I guess not enough people care about this place to come and make big monuments. Oh well, let's continue on. People ask me, why don't I base hunt in the end? Well, this is why. So this is interesting. This is the first end city I've seen that is full of shulkers. 135k out. So for all the new players who say that they can't find these things, they are out there and you can even find them on the main highways. I am starting to get really hungry now. Okay, I'm not going to stop. We've got to keep going. This is going to be a working lunch. We've got a long, long way still to go. So we have just made it to 200k now that I'm fueled on a moderately healthy sub. Again, not much here. Let's carry on. So we're coming up to 250k after a whole load of nothing. Literally, it has just been this for absolutely ages. Also, a big shout out to this guy because apparently he extended all of these highways to 1.5 million. I'm honestly not sure if this video would have been possible without the highways. So yeah, big thanks to that guy. Here we are. We have made it to 250k. Yeah, not much here, but at least it's not griefed. We have a little end city down there. A small little archway here. Lovely. Anyway, let's carry on. We've just passed 270k, 100,000 more blocks to go. I'm starting to go mad. If you keep staring at the screen, sometimes you don't know if you're going forwards or backwards. It is hurting my eyes. Come on. It'll be such a disappointment if these things don't exist on 2B. Now, as I'm bouncing along here, I've just had a thought. I only did a quick check on YouTube to see if someone's done this before, and they haven't, but I didn't check Google. All the research I've done is on the vanilla end rings. I'm wondering, should I check? The problem is that will influence my reaction if they're there or not. Oh no, what if they're not there? This would be a disaster. We've just passed 300k on the homeward stretch. Look at this. So I have found my first elytra. Look at that. 322k on the highway. Just a little proof that they do still exist in the end dimension. I know this is a very long way to go for a vanilla player. Much further back and off the highway you will be able to find them. But even on the highway, we've got vanilla elytras. So we've just gone over 350k after what seems like forever. I am starting to get nervous as to whether these things are there or not. This has taken me 3.5 hours to get this far out. 20k more blocks to go. Let's do this. Just a single lonely oak tree out here, alone at the end of the world. Very deep. Let's continue on. We're nearly there. Okay, we have made it finally to 370k out. Now, as you can see, the map is still all green. So this is old end terrain generation, which is why there are no end rings here. So I'm going to fly out in this direction. We can see the purple, which is some new chunks. Let's see what we find. This is crazy. So the void rings should be here. I've gone a bit further south and there is nothing. Let's try going north again. So we're generating new chunks. We're the first people to be here. It doesn't look to me like the end rings are here. Oh no. It's supposed to be 300, just over 370k, which is where we are right now. Have I made a terrible mistake? That's disappointing. Oh no, someone else has tried it. There's something over here, a bunch of beacons. Let's try on the other side. This is a chunk border, but this is obviously, as you can see on the map, us intersecting two versions of the game. So that is not it. I think this has not worked. Okay, it is time to look online and see what people are saying. Okay, so 2 seconds on the 2b2t Reddit and the end rings don't exist because of 2b2t's funky custom terrain generation. I feel like such an idiot. It is so super frustrating because let me tell you, I researched this video more than any other video I have ever done. I looked up and watched absolutely everything there is to know about the end void rings to make sure I didn't do or say anything stupid. I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to go back to end spawn because there is a glitched portal there that teleports you all the way to the world border. And the last end ring ends close to there. Let's give this one final go. Okay, we're back here at spawn. Still no one around. Oh, it's the dragon. And I got kill aura on. So no players, but the dragon is here. We're heading just a little bit away from spawn. And this is it. This portal should take me all the way to the world border. Let's chug a gapple. It works. Look at the coordinates. And look at all the end gateways. Multiple complicated exploits we used to create these. Maybe we can explore that one day in a video. The last void ring is supposed to start at 29,996,888 blocks. Let's try. Last chance. Oh no, the server's restarting. I've got under 10 minutes to get there. I feel like this is a race against time now. Speed run. Speed run. We've got 14k blocks to go. 8 minutes and it started flashing. This is crazy. So we didn't make it before the restart, but we are really close. The terrain is clear on the minimap, so this is all newer terrain. So theoretically, the rings should be here. We go 176. No end rings. Well, let's go see the world border at least. And there it is, the end world border. Wow, look at this. So while I'm here, I'm going to do something that I've always wanted to do, which is put my name on the other side of the world border in Obsidian. The way that you do it is you first spell out what you want on this side of the world border using any blocks that you like. And then either using free cam, which sometimes works, or using a boat to face through the world border, you then place obsidian behind those blocks. And then when you remove these blocks, you are left with the obsidian outside the world border. It's really fiddly and annoying to do. It's almost like Mojang hasn't thought about this part of the game. Okay, that took way longer than I expected. That was so difficult. Because I put the letters way too close, if I placed the wrong block on the other side, it was almost impossible for me to get through and place blocks above. I mean, I guess I can say now that I've done this, but damn, it was not worth it. Ta-da! Oh, God. So a quick final look around. Here's all the names. Here are some remnants of whatever base used to be here. I am sure there is loads more cool stuff to go and see, but I'm sick of this place now. I need to go and get a beer. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We didn't achieve our goal, but it was still an epic journey. Things don't always work out the way we want, but as long as you're enjoying yourself, it's always worth it. If you like the video, remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I really appreciate it when you do this. But that's it for now, so until next time, take it easy.